Hi there, everybody. All right, so it is day 5 of the Business Burnout Breakthrough Challenge that I've been running for all of you wonderful folks out there in the internet land. And so today is the 5th day, 5 out of 5, where we're going to wrap it all up and bring it all together. So we've covered a variety of different topics that I brought together specifically for you all to break through burnout. So I know that it's a common challenge for women and leaders and people in business where we're often giving to our work and our business, we're giving to our families and our relationships and friends and all these different things, and we often forget to take time for ourselves, right? So that was what we covered on day 1 was the importance of exhaling. So taking the time to actually schedule the replenishment time, taking time to give yourself what you need in your life so that you're actually thriving. So we talked about how having an empty gas tank really doesn't get you anywhere, and without a regular maintenance plan, like if you're taking care of a vehicle, then we can burn out as people as well, just like our vehicles can break down. So then on day 1, we talked about the value of exhaling so that you can thrive and be your best self. And then day 2, we talked about doing what really matters. So connecting to your true purpose, your mission, and your why for who you are as a person, as well as in your business and or your organization. So really connecting to what your purpose is, why you're here, and then focusing your time and effort on that stuff first, not giving it the leftovers. So that makes a huge difference, not only in your energy and your burnout levels, but you actually make more progress that way. So taking time to really connect to what really matters and doing that first was what we covered in day 2. All right, so welcome everybody. It's wonderful to see you here this evening. So day 3, then we talked about celebrating your successes. So oftentimes taking time to celebrate your wins or reflect on maybe areas that you might want to improve or grow will help you boost your confidence, right? So, and then when you have high confidence levels, then you're actually going to be more likely to achieve what you want in your next day or week or month. And so the celebrating your way to success was the theme of day 3. And then last night we talked about creating your time and energy for the things that really light you up. So I talked about 6 different strategies to be able to do that, including connecting to your inspiration, connecting to your energy cycles and how you can work with those so they're going to be in your favor. And then we talked about a few other things like getting support and some help, and having somebody there to help show you how to do things a little bit easier so you can actually move along to something a lot more quickly than you would on your own. So what I encourage you to do as part of this 5-day challenge is to bring all of those tips that we covered in each of those 4 days bring them together into a plan for your rest of 2016 and then to set you up for success for 2017. So it's almost kind of the end of the year, setting up for 2017, setting intentions. But there's also time between now and the end of December where you can already implement these things. So highly encourage you to take some time to actually write this out. And it's part of actually what I teach in my Lifestyle Mastery for Leaders programs. So it's a common problem, like I mentioned, of burnout. And so these are techniques and a process that I've created for you to help with that. So you can move instead of being burnt out, so you no longer are living at the expense of your health and your well-being and your relationships and your passions, and instead actually living from a place of ease and abundance and joy, where you can really live a life that you want. I think the way it works is pretty much everybody out there wants to be happy, if we want to boil it down to the basic levels of desires. First of all, we want to be cared for and have a safe place to live and food and clothing and all those things, and then happiness. So oftentimes when we burden ourselves with a lot of work or a lot of obligation, or we get a lot in our heads, we get disconnected from that place where we want to live. So oftentimes also when we have set big goals or have big business accomplishments we want to do, it can feel overwhelming, right? So that's why I brought all these techniques together. I also work a lot with mindfulness like I talked about, meditation, positive psychology, and working with our brains to really help boost those happiness levels, because that's what we're here for. We're not living for that next thing later. And I think that there's like I shared with you this week, there's a lot of different ways that you can bring more happiness, more ease, and fulfillment into your life right now, today. So I encourage you all to create a plan using some of the techniques that stood out for you this week, so that you can actually implement those in your life right now to set you up for huge success in 2017 and close up this year as your best year yet. So that's my gift, and that I'm hoping for you. That's why I wanted to share these things. I know that this time of year can start getting heavy. You know, summer is over. We're not quite into the winter holiday season yet. And so I wanted to share, like I said, these techniques with you to bring more joy, to bring more happiness and fulfillment into your life, personally and in your professional life as well. So, like I mentioned before, I haven't introduced myself yet this evening, but I'm Sarah Waddell, and I'm a business mindset and strategy coach. And I'd love to help any of you out there that are interested in maybe what I've been sharing this week, but would like some extra support. So I invite you, if you'd like, to reach out to me for a one-on-one conversation where we can flesh out this strategy for you, create your own exhale and thrive strategy for the rest of the year, and personalize it. So everybody has their own version of what their thriving looks like. So you can kind of think about it almost like a continuum. So on one side, maybe the left side, or if you're watching the right side, if you have red, and then you have yellow, red, orange, yellow, green, and then the rainbow, kind of blue and purple. And you can kind of look at it like almost like a dashboard is the way I would describe it. So red could be the broken down on the side of the road with your car kind of scenario, where things really aren't going very well, and you need some repairs going on there, right? And then orange could be maybe a dashboard light on your car saying it's time to get the oil change or something bad going on, right? It's time to fix it. The yellow might be more where, you know, your gas tank meter is starting to be below half, and it's time to go and fill it up again. The green, so if we're moving again from red, orange, yellow, and then to the green, would be where you're happy, you're healthy, you've got a full tank of gas, things are going well in your life, right? So if you imagine it kind of like that, then what basically my work and what my goal is for you and everyone that I connect with is to take people from that green where you're happy and healthy and you're a full tank, and actually take you further than that to the thrive zone of things. So maybe where you've actually got some extra boosters on your car and you can drive faster and easier and more efficiently. So the exhale part that I have talked about can help you fill up that gas tank, can help you get those techniques so you don't get into that red zone, so that your maintenance process is up high regularly. Okay, and so ideally, hopefully you don't get there, just like if you were taking care of your car regularly. But if you're running low on gas, then you should be able to see that and catch it early before it even gets to that crisis zone at that other end. But once you've figured that part out, and you're looking at that green zone where you've got a full gas tank, and when it kind of starts to go low, you fill it back up again, and you've got some good healthy routines there. Then this is where it gets exciting, for me anyway, and I think probably for you guys too, is the next stage is moving with your passion, your purpose, connecting to your creativity, to your giving back to the community, where you have basically your cup is full, your tank is full and overflowing. And so now you're able to really thrive and be that amazing version of yourself. You're not just sitting there with the full gas tank, but you're thriving and blossoming and sharing with the world. So that's where this exhale and thrive concept has come up for me, that I feel that they're actually both interconnected. So we can be very full of energy and creative and out there and everything, but just like your vehicle, you can still, the gas tank can still need to be refueled. So it's kind of an ongoing cycle. And I find that working in community and having people out there that understand and are supportive, like I mentioned yesterday, some of that support network is huge, and having people to help you so that when we do forget or we do get overwhelmed or we do start running our tanks on empty, that we have the support there for getting back to our thriving selves again. So I'm super excited to have shared this whole system that I've created, this Exhale and Thrive system with you. And I'd love to know if this has been helpful. So if you've been watching all 5 videos, that's fantastic. And I want to thank you all for joining me in this journey. Like I mentioned on day 1, this is my first series of Facebook Live. So it's been a bit of an experiment and also a bit of a new territory for me. So it's been quite exciting to share that all with you. And I'd love to know if you found this helpful. If anything stuck out for you that was, a great aha moment, or if you'd like to see more videos, I'd love to know that so that I can bring more of this to you and share more to help support you so that you can create your own exhale and thrive life. So, like I said, the 5 days this week, we covered the exhale step of taking time to make sure you have a full gas tank. We covered the knowing what really matters to you so you can prioritize your time. And then we talked about celebrating your successes so that you have that energy to move forward and put yourself out there and do something new and exciting. Really boosts your confidence. And then we talked also about creating the time and the energy so that you can really be living your passion and really being your best self, whatever that looks like for you. And then finally, like today, my challenge for you is to create an actual plan that's going to support you so that you can bust through burnout and hopefully keep yourself from getting to that really burnt out stage by taking better care of yourself from the beginning with a regular routine. So I invite you all to take the time to do that for yourselves. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments about what's been useful. And if you'd like some more videos like that, please let me know below. And then finally, I'd love to chat with you if you'd like to explore this further and to create a more robust Exhale and Thrive plan for you. I also work with business strategy and all of that, but this part I felt was really key. We can get into all the details of all of this, the formal business part of things, but if we're burnt out, then the rest doesn't really matter. It's hard and it's effortful and you push and it's no fun. So filling up your gas tank first, getting you to thriving, and then we can always work on more business challenges there as well. So thank you all for joining me this week for the 5-day Business Burnout Breakthrough Challenge. It's been such a pleasure to share with you. And I've really enjoyed connecting with people online. And if you'd like to see more, I also have my Exhale and Thrive Facebook group where I'll be sharing more information there regularly. So thank you all for signing on and sharing this with me this week. It's been a wonderful pleasure to connect with you online. And like I said, I'd love to chat with you personally. I'll be putting my link to my schedule below, or just send me a little note and we can arrange some time to get together. And so I can help you make this your best year yet. Thank you all for signing on this evening, and talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.